All right, guys, welcome back to another episode on this channel, man. Bro, today it's just UFC shit, bro. I'm so excited for this Saturday. This whole card, legit from the early prelims all the way to the last fight. The whole card's insane. What I'm going to do today, go over literally from the early prelims. I'm going to start with the early prelims and give you guys my predictions for Adesanya Cannonier, man. This whole fight card, crazy. Let's just get into it, man. So starting off from the first one, honestly, I just know Jessica Rose Clark. I don't think I've seen her opponent fight. I might have, I just don't remember. But especially Jessica Rose Clark, though. I think she's Australian. She just be going at it. Like, she's insane. So starting off with the bang, like we said, like this fight's gonna be crazy. But then right after, we get Dricus du Plessis, believe he's South African. He's fighting Brad Tavares, which he's like, Brad Tavares is like if you're trying to get to the top, you gotta fight this guy. Like, he's one of those. And then Dricus just came into the UFC. So Dricus du Plessis, his record 16-2 and as a professional fighter. But as you guys can see, there's a lot of dubs, bro. There's a lot of dubs. I think UFC, this was his first UFC fight. So he's coming off 2 wins off rip. I was very excited for this Kevin Gastelum fight. I think that was supposed to happen. That fight would have been ridiculous. But obviously, I think Kelvin got injured or something, and so that's why they just called it off. But then now he is fighting Brad Tavares. Yeah, and if you guys don't know, Brad Tavares, ultimate badass. Just look at the names he's fought. I'm not going to scroll all the way down because he just way too many fights. But he's fought Yoel Romero, Robert Whittaker. Granted, he's lost to him, but hey, just to fight him is ridiculous. Then you see all these dubs. He's fought Israel Adesanya. I think it was Israel's debut that he fought Brad Tavares. Or no, it was not his debut. It was Israel's one of his first fights ever in the UFC. He's put together 2 wins, and then now Dricus du Plessis. Like, I think this fight is gonna be insane. As far as I forgot to even predict the last fight. So women's bantamweight, I think Jessica Rose Clark's gonna win that. Simply put, I don't know the person she's fighting, so I can't really even judge it properly. But Jessica Rose Clark, crazy. So, but then with this fight, I think I'm gonna go with Dricus du Plessis. I remember seeing his last fight, and it was incredible. Like, he had a clinic. But then again, Brad Tavares obviously gets experience, so you don't know how much of a factor that's gonna play, if even at all. But I'm gonna go with Dricus du Plessis. I think he's gonna take it. Then we got Jessica I, Macy Barber. Bro, I've definitely watched both of them. Both of them are fucking insane. This is the biggest difference, though. Jessica I, definitely obviously a lot older. Macy Barber, I think she just joined the UFC too. Jessica Barber, though, as you guys can see, she lost to Valentina. I believe this was for the belt. She lost that, and then she got 1 win back, but then ever since then, she's been on a losing streak. So I think Macy Barber, on the other hand, you can see she's coming off of 2 wins. So for my predictions, man, I think Macy Barber's just gonna take it based off of momentum. She's got the momentum and she's younger. So it's like, Jessica is 35. Maybe she wants to retire. Who knows? But yeah, man, this should be a good fight. The next up, Uriah Hall, Andre Munoz. Uriah Hall is a very difficult man to predict, just because some days he might be crazy. Like, he might be the greatest fighter ever. But then other days he might just not have it. He might just come out flat and just be terrible. So he's so inconsistent. I don't know who I would bet on. Andre Munoz, though, he's coming up. He's a beast. Like, bro, just look at all these dubs, man. This is like, his UFC debut is right here. This is Contender Series, where he won. Then we move on to actually being in the UFC. He's had 4 straight dubs, bro. And I remember this Eric Anders fight. I remember watching it, and crazy. Dude is actually insane. So with this, purely because Uriah Hall is so inconsistent, I'm leaning towards Andre. That being said, though, if Uriah Hall comes out as a beast, that's a different story. However, I think it's incredibly unlikely. He is 37. He's definitely aging. So yeah, even with that said, I mean, if he decides to retire soon, if not this fight, but coming up, dude's still a legend. Like, he's had some crazy shit. If you guys haven't, Uriah Hall's only fight for Bellator, and that fight was absolutely insane. Go check it out. Now moving on to the prelims, starting off Jim Miller, Donald Cerrone. Obviously, I think it was a few videos ago. Cerrone, I think it literally was like last video. Donald Cerrone and Joe Lezon were supposed to fight last week. Joe got injured putting on a sock. He fucked his knee up. But then Donald Cerrone's like, yeah, I still want to fight. So he's out here fighting Jim Miller, another older legend fighter. It's literally just gonna be two old heads going at it. It's gonna be lit. I'm here for it. That being said, man, I want Cowboy to win. My heart wants Cowboy to win. I'm a Donald Cerrone fan, so yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go Donald Cerrone. Next up at the welterweight, Ian Gary versus Gabe Green, man. I mean, Ian Gary, 9-0. You see the record right there. Another Irishman. He said this is the takeover part 2. So yeah, that being said, dude's an ultimate beast. Obviously he's kind of sort of following the Conor McGregor blueprint, being from Ireland. I know Conor's a fan of his. He's obviously a fan of Conor's. And it's kind of dope, bro. Like, he's super young, 9-0. He seems cool. He talks really well on the mic. So I'm rooting for him, man. I'm down. I think for this fight, I'm going to go Ian Gary. Get the 10-0. Then we got Robbie Lawler, Brian Barberena. Bro, Robbie Lawler is never in a boring fight. Neither is Brian. So this fight, I think out of the prelims, this as well as Brad Riddell, I think that's gonna be lit too. But this might be the best fight on the prelims. They're definitely just gonna be going at it. It's gonna be lit, bro. It's gonna be lit. Prediction though, Robbie Lawler off of the Nick Diaz win. But I mean, Robbie Lawler is so old now. I think he's actually 40. Robbie Lawler's actually 40. Brian Barberena's definitely a lot younger, 33. So, I mean, again, like the Donald Cerrone, I want Robbie Lawler to win. My heart wants Robbie Lawler to win. But realistically, I think Brian's going to win. I think they match up very well in terms of they're both strikers. They're both brawlers. So the matchup works, and I think Brian's just younger, stronger, faster. So I think Brian's going to win. But Robbie Lawler's also fucking insane. So who knows? But then moving on, Brad Riddell, Jalen Turner. Like Jalen Turner, I know. I remember watching his last fight against Jamie Mullarkey. He had crazy ass knockout. He's super long. Like, he's 6'3", fighting lightweight. He's fighting at 156. So he's just huge for the weight class. I think it's a matchup problem. But that being said, though, Brad Riddell, I know him because he's part of City Kickboxing. He's part of Israel Adesanya's camp. So he praises about him. And so I've been watching his fights because of that. And bro's a beast. Like his fight against Drew Dober, crazy. Even his last fight, although he lost to crazy roundhouse by Fiziev. Fiziev just kicked him, just knocked him out crazy. But before the knockout, they were both going at it. It was such a good fight. If you guys haven't, another fight, I definitely recommend go check it out. For this fight, I'm gonna actually go for Brad. I think Brad Riddell, just the way he fights, I think he can close the gap. I don't think Jalen's reach is gonna be that big of a deal. I think Brad's gonna be able to figure it out. Also, City Kickboxing, the coach, yeah man, like City Kickboxing, their coach Eugene Behrman, he's fucking insane. Like I think he's genuinely a genius, one of the best UFC coaches of all time, or one of the best MMA coaches of all time. Like, he's ridiculous. So because of that, I feel like they have the perfect game plan down. And I think, again, there's going to be a lit-ass fight. I'm going to go with Brad. Now, finally, we are at the main card. Just looking at it, like, just look at all the names, bro. Like, even Lauren Murphy, Miesha Tate was canceled. I think Lauren Murphy got injured or something, so they had to cancel the fight. But even without it, just look at the 8 names on the screen. Bro, I am so fucking excited. This weekend, this fight card is about to be ridiculous. But now, starting off, Pedro Munoz, Sean O'Malley, Sugar Sean. I'm a Sean fan. I'm a Sean O'Malley fan. I think the way he's going about just fighting not ranked guys just to get the UFC experience. And then now he's like, okay, bet. Now I can actually take on the top 10. Now I have a big enough name and I'm sure he's getting paid appropriately. He's probably one of the most famous UFC fighters, and he's not even ranked top 10. Like, just to be able to do it, I think the way he did it, he used social media, he used the internet perfectly. Now he's a star, man. He's a star, but then also on top of that, his fighting style is insane. The way he moves is ridiculous. And also, he's just huge for bantamweight. Yeah, so Sean's 5'11", but he's only 135 pounds. He fights at 135 pounds. He is faster. He's somehow faster. I think that's the craziest thing too. Because it's like, not only is he super tall, super long for the weight class, Mofo is just fast. So I think this fight's going to be crazy. Super, super excited. Prediction, I'm going to go with Sean, bro. I think it's going to be a lit ass fight. Next up, middleweight, another fight. I mean, I don't even have to say at this point, all these fights I'm looking forward to. But Sean Strickland, Alex Pereira, again, whoever wins this is probably going to be fighting Izzy. Hey, I just have a prediction right there. Izzy for sure. I'm going to get to that, but for this, yeah, whoever wins this, 100% fighting Izzy, whether it is Sean or Alex Pereira. I think on paper, if Sean's just smart about it, just smart MMA-wise, I think he just takes him down and just wins via grappling, even if it's decision. I think Alex Pereira is probably the better striker. He comes from like a great kickboxing record, great kickboxing just like history. He's obviously famously knocked out Izzy, the only person to ever knock out Izzy. So I think with all of that, I want Alex Pereira to win. I think Alex Pereira winning would be lit. I think the storyline would be crazy. All that stuff's gonna be amazing. But that being said, I think it's Sean's fight to lose, essentially. I think Sean's the better overall UFC fighter. And that being said, we've never really seen Alex grapple. He could be a god for all I know. But I think Sean's going to definitely win. I think Sean, if he plays it well, it's in the bag. Now, next up, honestly, bro, this is the hardest one for me to predict. Because not only do I think it's going to be a fun fight, not only do I think it's going to be a close fight, I just fuck with both of these fighters. Like, Volk's sick as fuck. Max Holloway, obviously dope. Like, honestly, I don't want either one of them to lose. I think that's where I'm at. Max, you got the best boxer in the world. Volk against Ortega, you got out of that triangle. Let's actually run it. Run those clips. Bro, this whole fight, he starts talking.
He points out the DC. He's even listening to the commentary team.
Oh, the best boxer in the UFC, baby. Ooh, that's so cool.
Team and said I'm the best boxer in the UFC. Oh, slipping punches. I have never seen anything like this in my life,
bro. Like, Max Holloway fucking crazy, man. And not only is he crazy, dude, check the guy he's fighting, bro.
It has made himself a star.
Now you gotta watch it. Dude, look at this. Goes for the guillotine. Bro, I thought this was over. Watching this live, I was like, oh, 100% he's tapping. No way he doesn't tap. Like this long? Bro. Then, bro, he gets out. Dude. I now watch this shit. Watch this shit. Like, bro. And then he just starts going off.
Right there, buddy. You can't teach that right there. It's hard not to panic when you're in that mountain.
And then, bro, hurricane.
It's a ground and pound, man. And now the champ is pissed off. You know what I mean? He wants to get you back for that one. Gotta watch triangle attempts here.
And then, bro, look at this, bro. Right after he gets caught in the triangle, man. And again, I was like, oh, bro, it's over. He grabbed the leg, it's perfect. 100% it's over. Like, this shit was wild as fuck.
He's gonna go for the arm. Oh, yeah!
And then, bro, he gets out, man. He gets out, and then he's like, "Oh, bro, you fucked up." Like, now I gotta kill you. Like, bro, that's why this fight is so hard to predict. And not only that, they fought twice, and both fights were so close. They both think they won. I could see both of their sides, honestly. I think the first one, Volk won clearly. My opinion, I think Volk won that. Second one was hella close. Second one, I see arguments for Max. I see arguments for Volk. Me personally, bro, I don't even know, bro. Like, if it was a draw, I'd be fine with that. Like, that's how close. But with that being said, bro, my prediction, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna go Max. I'm gonna say Max gets the crown back. Also, Max not sparring. He's been looking like a beast. Yeah, bro. Fuck it. I'm gonna pick Max. Main card, man. Israel Adesanya, my favorite fighter ever. So you can tell, already biased. That being said, Jared Cannonier is fucking different. Jared Cannonier is a monster. If you guys don't know, he came in as a heavyweight. Not only that, he started MMA at 25. When he first walked into a MMA gym, I think he was near like 300 plus pounds. He was super overweight. Then he cuts, he gets in shape, fights at heavyweight. Then he's like, okay, I can continue to cut. It's on my natural weight. Cuts down to light heavyweight. And then now, obviously, he's down to middleweight. And he's like, middleweight, I'm perfect right here. And if you see him, I swear to God, he's 100% muscle. Like, he has zero body fat. He looks like a brick. He legit looks like a tank. Like, it's crazy. And like, dude's an absolute beast. He knocked out Derek Brunson. He knocked out Blonde Brunson, man. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, man, Jared Cannonier's insane. Knockout power is ridiculous. He's a striker. Israel's a striker. It's gonna be a crazy fight. Not only that, obviously, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Izzy, so I've been watching all of the videos he's putting out, all like the camp breakdowns, things like that. And bro, he looks motivated. He's been saying he's motivated. He looks motivated. I think it's gonna be just lit. But now, yeah, man, I realized I didn't actually even give a full reason as to why Izzy's gonna win. I mean, like I said, Cannonier is a beast. I just think Izzy's just better at everything. Like, when it comes to striking, obviously kickboxing champ. And I think Izzy, especially with that Kelvin Gastelum fight, he kind of proved that he can be in a brawl. He can be in a dogfight and still come out winning. I think grappling, Izzy's definitely way better. Not only do I think he's just been working at it as is, I think especially when he moved up to light heavyweight, and he's been saying that he wants to move to light heavyweight. To be a 205er in the UFC, you have to know how to grapple. And you have to know it at like a pretty good level. Like, I mean, we just saw with the Glover-Jiri fight, a lot of it was on the ground. It was grappling. And Jiri's known to be a striker. And I mean, even when Izzy moved up, Jan just basically laid on him. It was on the ground the whole time, just wrestling. So just with that experience alone, I think Izzy's just a better grappler. That being said, Cannonier was a heavyweight. He was a lightweight, but he was a striker that whole time. He was just striking. Obviously, I think he could hold his own, but I just think Izzy's going to be way better. And like he's been saying on his videos, like people have been talking shit. He said like the whole thing of like, hey, I took that shit personally. I think he's actually motivated though. I think he's hungry for like someone else because he's just been fighting the same people over and over again. He's like, I lapped the division. I want some new meat. This guy's new. So yeah, man, shit's gonna be lit, bro. And International Fight Week, main card, I think Vegas is gonna be crazy. I think the crowd is gonna be insane. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of celebrities. Like, this whole event is gonna be wild, man. So yeah, bro. With that, my predictions, and still for Izzy and you, for Max. But like I said, bro, I'm about to be sitting from the first fight on to the main. It's going to be ridiculous. It's about to be so much fun. Super hyped for this Saturday. Let's see, man. Hopefully I'm right, because like I said all my favorite fighters, and it would really suck if all my favorite fighters lost. It would be terrible. So hopefully most of my predictions are correct, man. With that, let me know your guys' predictions. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys think is going to win? Who do you guys think is going to lose? And you and still, what are your thoughts, man? Let me know. But yeah, with that, be sure to check out everything else in the description, man. The podcast, socials, live, join the Discord, all that good stuff, bro. With that, I'm out of here. Peace.